Before we get into it, just a quick note. This video took a ton of time to put together, from playing solo to editing every moment. So if you enjoyed it at any point, consider dropping a like. It really helps me know what kind of content you want to see more of. Alright, let's get into it. We are in. Holy, the jungle's huge. In Rust, having a team means you get to do all the fun stuff. Raiding, running monuments, and farming while someone has your back. But today was different for me. I was solo. No team, no safety net, and definitely no one watching my back. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. Today, I had one goal: to take on challenges that usually need a team, even if it was on a smaller scale, and prove you can still make it happen alone. Alright, so for today, I am gonna try to survive Rust as a solo. My last video, I played as a duo with Shifter. He was busy, so I figured I would come and try playing solo. See how that goes. I don't really have a plan, but yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. I joined the wipe a few days late with no blueprints, meaning crafting guns was off the table. So I decided to make my way to Outpost, hoping to find a shop selling something for cheap, looting crates along the way. Metal hatchet, that's big. Has he? What is this? Oh, where did he come from? Oh, they're like camo. What is that? Look at that. Ice pick? What the heck? This has got to be like some of the best crate luck I've had. I'm very surprised we made that. 200 scrap built up. Bunch of tools. Comps to recycle. I have to get a base down. After making it to Outpost, I dumped all my comps into the recycler and scrapped together what I could. Okay, 300 scrap. Once I was done, I checked out the shops and found a SAR selling for a super low price. 3 high qual? I might have to buy the double barrel too. While I waited for the drones to deliver my order, I started farming up some basic materials for a small base I could throw down just outside of Outpost. With the base secured just outside of Outpost, I could finally start looking around the map and figure out where I actually wanted to live. You know what? I actually kind of like, because this is one of those vendors or whatever. You can get like teas from him. Then you have Sewer Branch here. You have the river too. You could farm. Yeah, if I planted down like somewhere here, I think. These shops are all, I'm assuming, got raided. After picking out an area I liked, I started making my way over there to check it out. I wanted to see if there's a good spot to put a base before fully committing to it. Ooh, something tells me that's where the big base was, that one that got raided there. Oh yeah, I think it is raided. Oh, maybe this is jungle. You can't see anyone in the jungle, like they're hidden. Maybe it won't be so bad in the outskirts. Oh, ooh, still turrets out here. You know, this wouldn't be a bad spot, honestly. It looks relatively quiet, like no huge bases, a lot of these smaller bases. If we get a Molotov, you could probably raid a lot of these. I'm almost liking like down here by the river though. I don't know if crocodiles will spawn here, that might be a pain, but once I found a build spot, I got to work. I started farming up the wood I needed to lay down the foundation and finally get my base started. Now the base design that I'm going for today is one I found by Hidden Joint. He honestly builds like a ton of like really good bases, and I've used some of his in the past and they've worked really well. So if you want to check them out, I would definitely recommend that. There you go, that's the basic footprint. After that, I headed out to recycle what I had so I could buy a proper tool to farm with. 500 frags, that's not bad. But it wasn't long before something caught my eye. There's an airdrop not far from here. I don't see any base by there. Wait, this could be free. No way. No way that was free. Jackie, pump, spas. This was a huge break for me. Having guns meant I could finally stand a chance against the dangers of the area. But what I didn't realize was that I'd have to use them a lot sooner than expected. I don't even have a base. Like, it's all twig. I don't even have anywhere to put this in. Oh, let me in. Oh, no way. How much health do these things have? Oh. Okay, I gotta focus on getting the base to wood, then at least I'm a little bit more protected. Okay, everything's secured now. With my base secured and the loot safely stashed away, it was time to start hunting for animals so I could get a furnace down. But it wouldn't be long before I ran into my first enemy. Oh! Steak MP. Shoot. So it sounded like he ran further into the jungle. So I'm hoping we're okay. I'd still like to get the whole base to stone though. Oh, no way. I have so much stone on me. Just trying to get my stone, man. Rocket raid towards my base? Okay. Oh. I'm gonna bleed out here. Probably on bag time too. No, I'm not. Holy, I was not expecting stone to be that difficult to get. At least it's that base getting slammed and not mine. Okay, so how the bunker will work is you'll have that there, you'll have that upgrade or whatever, and then you do that, yeah, and it breaks it. Okay. Oh, I'm so smart. Oh no, there's not much more I can do here, so I think I might let the area cool down a little bit. Go to outpost. Should probably seal up though. Seeing as the area was picking up, I decided to make one last visit to Outpost to see if there was any other blueprints for sale that I would need further in the wipe. Okay, so is there any BPs I need? Let's look at that first. Garage door and electric furnace actually. That's for sulfur. That's actually not that much. Mine 2 nodes and you got that. Ooh, and Molotov actually. So that's 300, so 900 sulfur for all that. So it's 3 nodes. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I think we go for that actually. There were a few bases near mine still rocking wooden doors, and I was already thinking about raiding them. So when I saw a Molotov for sale, it felt like the perfect tool to make that happen. Could honestly go and learn SAR right away too. Silencer, no way. That's actually so huge. Alright, so we didn't quite have enough to research the electric furnace, but we got Molotov, SAR, and garage door. So I think that's pretty good. I can always come back here and get some scrap for the electric furnace. With my new blueprints learned, I could finally start focusing on raiding my neighbors. But before any of that could happen, I needed to get my hands on a tier 2 workbench. Alright, let's go back. Let's see if this place has died down a little bit. Hopefully it has. Oh, we still have a base. That's something. Okay, so now that we have Molotov researched, I want to get a tier 2 up, and then I'll probably go and raid all those wood doors around me, because they could honestly have like a ton of stuff in them. But first I want to see if there's any scraps left in this raid. Oh, there is someone here. Okay, Revy. We actually don't have one of those yet, so that's not bad. That guy was trying to get to the roof. Maybe there's like an opening up there. I should probably go check that out. Oh, right there. Doesn't really get us anywhere. No way. Oh, he's got ladders too. No way. A satchel too? What the heck? Oh, we have 4 satchels now. Oh, there's a guy. Nice try, buddy. DB and med sticks. I think he just went and bought a bunch of med sticks. Oh, my box is getting pretty full, holy. I think it's time to recycle for the tier 2. After dealing with a few of the locals, I got back to business. It was time to start working towards a tier 2 workbench, so I could finally craft up Molotovs and hit the nearby bases I'd been eyeing up. Oh, come on. Alright, that should be enough for a tier 2. Alright, now that we have the tier 2, I think we can go out and farm a little bit. What I wanted to do now with the low population, because it is an EU server, was craft up a bunch of Molotovs and raid these wood bases, because the chances of getting countered would be very, very low. I don't know, there's this one, then there's this one, but it looks like the roof is open on this one, so I kind of want to ladder up and see. Well, actually, that is perfect. Oh, that's a sheet door. I think this has been raided, I'm assuming. Okay, we could blow through this. I don't know if there would be anything in here, but... After scoping out the area, 2 nearby bases caught my attention. One with a wooden door and the other with sheet metal. Curious about what might be inside, I started crafting Molotovs and getting ready to break in. Okay. 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 That's actually not even that bad. For a couple of Molotovs? That's not bad at all. You've got barrels too. I don't have the DLC for that, so... Once I got inside, I was met with another wooden door blocking the way. So I headed back to base to craft a few more Molotovs and finish the job. And once I finally got inside, it was more than worth it. Everything I needed to start a farm was in there. Clones, electrical components, and even a few more guns to add to my stash. Okay, yeah, we definitely have to start a farm now. We could start making teas with this. We pretty much got everything to set up a farm, like literally in the space. So I think definitely have to set up a farm. After the success with the wooden base, I figured it was time to take a look at the one with the sheet metal door. I checked my supplies to see if I had enough boom to get in, and once I knew I did, I kicked off my second raid. All right, let's get started. Tier 2? Okay. Cool. Ah. Okay, we're out. Oh no. Okay. Okay. TC's unlocked. Okay. I think this was raided. This must have been. This doesn't feel like loot that you'd have in like a typical base. The loot in the sheet metal base wasn't anything crazy, but a raid's a raid. I started scouting around for more wooden bases to hit, but then spotted an airdrop in the distance. I was able to claim it without much trouble, refilling my boom and giving me my first Tommies of the web. That's crazy. 2 Tommies, a SAR. Oh my goodness. 2 more satchels too. While I was out there, I checked out a nearby decaying base that didn't have much, but it did have a green card. That one item was all I needed to get into the underground section of Sewer Branch. With an oil refinery and solid loot down there, it was the perfect place to farm scrap, allowing me to research everything I needed for my future farm and keep upgrading my base. With the research done, scrap stocked, and my base upgraded, I decided to call it a day. I had made some real progress, and tomorrow, I'd be ready to take it even further. Day 2, and we're still here. All right, so for today, oh boy. Yeah, the server's picked up again. It's around that time where the server's around its peak player point, and it'll slowly start trickling down as the day goes on. But yeah, but the plan for today is gonna be to start up a farm base with the stone that we got from that base that we raided from yesterday. So, because we got the seeds from the one base, and then we got the stone from the other. So I think it'd be a good idea to start up a farm base and see where that gets us. But yeah, Everything looks good. I wanted to kick off day 2 by finally putting those raid resources to use and getting my farm base built, but that wasn't the only thing on the list. I also had plans to try running Missile Silo thanks to the blue card I picked up yesterday. With both goals in mind, it was time to get moving. Alright, let's get started. Do that. You have one planter box here, another one here, third one here. Something easy, pretty basic. Actually, no furnace. We just do that. And then I think you can put a planter box under there too. So we have 4 planter boxes. Perfect, there we go. Nice, farm base complete. With the farm base finished and the berries doing their thing, I could finally shift my focus to everything else going on around me. I was just about to head over to Missile Silo when I heard some action not far from my base. So naturally, I decided to check it out. I think there's a guy raiding right here. Oh yeah, he's right there. Is that their base? Okay, well, if those guys are online, it might be a struggle to get to Missile Silo and back, but I don't know, we can try. Finding out there was a big base active in my area changed things. Running Missile Silo was already risky, but now with a group that size nearby and no clue how many I'd be up against, it just got a whole lot more difficult. Still, I knew what kind of loot Missile Silo could offer, so I kitted up with my best gear and took the risk, hoping I'd make it back in one piece. Okay, I think I'm ready. Got everything I need. But I don't know, it's gonna be a long journey. Hopefully I don't get picked off along the way. Maybe I'll take a train actually. Grab some low grade. He's just revy. Didn't really want to attract attention though. Oh, I see him. No way. Oh, it's a combo. Okay, now where's the combo guy? Oh, he's up there. These guys are wasting all my meds. It's not what I needed. Ugh, now the scientists are shooting me. Wait, I hear someone. No. Why? I just wanted to get in the missile silo. Now I'm out of blue cards too. Oh, that was so much stuff. Dying at Missile Silo was a rough setback. I lost one of my best kits and more importantly, my only blue card. And judging by the group of AKs that took me out, there was a good chance it was the same group from the active base I spotted earlier. Hoping things would cool down in the area, I headed back to my farm base, harvested my berries, and brewed up some teas. There we go, pure ore tea. After that, I used my scrap to research my way down to night vision goggles on the tech tree, planning a trip to Lighthouse to grab a new green card. Alright, let's go. If we get the green card from Lighthouse, then we can go back to Sewer Branch and get the blue card, and then maybe try running Missile Silo again when it's a little bit quieter. What's that guy doing? There's our green card. That's all I needed. After grabbing my fresh green card from Lighthouse, I made my way back home, only to be met with another surprise in the sky. Oh, that airdrop is coming down right here. I was looking for that. I heard the plane earlier. Third airdrop. Oh boy. Okay, let's gear up for this. Which direction? Great, like that way. Yeah, perfect. It's right here. No way. C4? There's no way. These things have been buffed so much. Like there's no chance. I've never gotten supply crates like this before. Are there 2 satchels too? Like this is almost a you can almost go through like a stone wall already. That's crazy. The airdrop wasn't just good. It was loaded with boom, including a C4. But honestly, the most valuable thing in there wasn't the explosives. It was the fresh set of guns. Having extra kits meant I could actually afford to take losses like the one at Missile Silo without setting myself back. So with a new green card in my pocket and some gear to spare, I headed to Sewer Ranch to grab another blue card, so I would be ready to take a second shot at the silo. Blue card acquired. Okay, well if I'm gonna want to go over to Milton's, or yeah, Missile Silo, sorry. I'm gonna have to farm up, getting kind of low on bullets, to be honest. Now that I had a blue card, I needed to resupply on bullets and meds before making the journey, and that meant farming. Luckily, sitting at my farm base was a freshly brewed pure ore tea I had made earlier in the day, and there's no better way to stock up than with that kind of boost. Okay, pure ore tea. You got the Tommy, you got the Jackie. I think we're good to go. What is this? Ooh, I am happy I heard him. Free Python. I saw the spear and I'm like, what the heck is a spear doing there? Almost 3k sulfur. That's pretty good. With the help of that pure ore tea, I was able to farm up enough resources to last me the rest of the wipe. Oh man, this is why you make teas. But what I didn't realize at the time is that I was about to make a new enemy, and that meant one thing. The risk of getting offline raided just went up. Oh, I hear someone. Who is this guy? Okay. Excuse me? Who is this? Get me inside. Let me in. Let me in. Oh, okay. MP. What was that guy doing with all these guns? Oh, that double barrel guy whiffed his shots so bad. And they're back. This base might be gone tomorrow. The guys I killed and stole the guns from probably lived nearby. And now that they knew exactly where I lived, I doubt they were too happy about it. So before doing anything else, I made sure to upgrade my base to armored. If they wanted revenge, it was going to cost them 15 rockets. And there we go. With my main base already packed, I decided to set up my electrical furnaces over at the farm base so they could smelt all my ore overnight. I think now that we got all this farm, I'm going to put the electric furnace setup in the farm base. And then just have that smelting all my stuff. Because in here, you could put electric furnaces here, I guess, but I don't know. With the furnaces up and running and both my bases secured, I wrapped up the day by brewing some health teas, getting ready for the journey to Missile Silo. But by this point, it was getting late, so I decided to call it a night. All I could do now was log off and hope I'd still be standing by morning. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I think I'm probably gonna call it for now. Maybe come back when the server pop is a little bit lower. I think we could probably go Missile Silo then. We probably won't get countered there. But for now, hopefully we don't get raided. Hopefully everything holds up. But yeah. When I logged off, everything felt secure. Armored walls, a farm base smelting away, and health teas prepped for the journey ahead. But Rust doesn't pause just because you do. By the time I came back, my base was gone. Offline raided, by a name I hadn't seen before. Whether it was the guys I stole the guns from earlier or the group of AKs at Silo, I wouldn't know. With the server set to wipe soon, I figured rebuilding wasn't worth it. But honestly, I wasn't mad. I survived as a solo, raided bases, ran monuments, and held my own. All without a team. That was the goal. And I'd say I pulled it off.